Hey everyone, on today's video we clean out the inside of this thing and we get a look at the floors from the inside. You saw a glimpse of them from the outside. Let's see if there's anything left on the inside. You're not going to want to miss the end of this video because I can't believe it. I can't believe what I found. You're probably not going to believe what I found. I don't even think Riley can even believe it. You heard him barking. He's like, it's unbelievable. I think that's what he said in dog voice. But anyway, also, I just wanted to say hi and thank you to all the new subscribers. Since I posted this video, the channel grew substantially. So, hello everybody. Thank you. Welcome. Hope I can keep you guys coming by and checking in for videos. If you're into Chargers, that's why you subscribed and started watching. Check my old videos. I did pull another 70 Charger out of a barn where it sat since 78. And did a bunch of work to that and got it up and running, did a motor in it and all kinds of stuff like that. Unfortunately, I did sell that one stupidly and regretted it ever since, whatever. But check my old content. There might be, if you're just into cars in general, there's a lot of cool stuff on there. I got a fly bugging the crap out of me right now. But I did what I thought was a cool build on a 57 Chevy wagon. That was a time crunch, putting Corvette suspension in it, LS type motor in it, and stuff like that, and whatnot. But anyway, we'll let you get to today's video. Maybe I'll do a little clip of the other 70 Charger right before the video starts. But either way, I appreciate you all. Thank you. Welcome to the channel. And let's keep the channel growing. Whatever you can do to share, subscribe, and all that stuff, commenting. I appreciate it all. Oh, and also, did a little bit of content on this 60 Caddy wagon, and I did a bunch of content on, we built this and went drag racing with it recently. That was a fun little 18-day build to build that thing. So if you want to check out those videos, you can. And picked up a 2-door 55 Chevy. The 55 Chevy and the wagon are future builds along with this Charger. So once my house is done, I'm building a house at the moment, living in a camper. And once the house is done, it's going to be all hands on deck car stuff all the time. So it'll be worth hanging out, I think. Guess what? Time to play on the Charger again. I got a little time to mess around right now. And I'm dying to get what's left of the interior out of this thing. Mainly the carpet and all the yard debris that's on the floor and all that stuff. And seat frames and stuff. With what the floors look like underneath, I'm dying to see what they look from up on top. I'm expecting them to be all scale rust, nasty, nasty, nasty from the inside. But I mean, a couple things have proved me wrong on this thing so far. So I'm going to work on that. I don't know if I'll be able to get the passenger door open on the trailer because the fender. But I'm going to try to put the small jack under the cradle and see if I can jack the front up. Because the new fender I put on the other side of the trailer, I mounted it lower. So that door will open. This one here just won't open right now. It's just a matter of if I can get it up high enough in the front to get that to open. So we'll start by jacking it up, getting the doors open, and just stop pulling stuff out and see what we find. I'll start ripping off some of this vinyl that's just peeling off the top and stuff like that. See how it goes. All right, so we're digging in. We're getting closer to getting this carpet out. I'm already seeing some holes in the sides of the floor over there, so that makes this a little more realistic. Like, I can believe there's holes in the floor. from what I could see underneath, it looked too good to be true. But see this white plastic? This is something I was talking about that I haven't seen before. This white plastic is the clear inner laminate from the windshield. It's turned white. All the glass is shattered off of it, just bits and pieces here and there. And like you can still see there's another piece of it all stuck in there. But it's been so long that it turned white. So I didn't want to throw that out without showing you. Because we've all seen old glass get like foggy around cracks. I've never seen a whole laminate piece be white. Never seen that before. And just to date this a little bit, we got an old 7-Up can that was inside of it, pull tab, and then whatever this one was, pull tab also. How long has it been since they made a pull tab can? These were inside of it. So that's been a while. There's still most of the carpets in here. It's tough to really sort through much of this because there's so much glass in here, and all the glass is broken off in shards like this. So that's not going to be fun clawing through with your hand. So I'm going to grab a little hoe thing with claws, move some stuff around, because some of the stuff that's inside, like I found one of these next to the car, is one of the chrome trim pieces. I think that's the bottom corner of the back window, and this is probably the bottom center of the back window. Both of those are nice. And there's another one on the other side here somewhere. Yeah, there's the other one. And then I don't think these come with the windows, but this is the glass divider with the weather strip on it. This is for the other side, but it would go in here on the quarter glass for that window to seal, or vice versa. It's either on the door glass or the quarter glass. I'm not sure. One of them fully mangled, but I mean, it's got the extra plastic piece there for the wedge in case if I get one and that's missing, maybe. Complete kick panel. Doesn't look like it's broken to me, so that's cool to find that in there. And we got the license plate light with the glass with the reflectors inside. That's cool to keep. And then when we ripped the brakes apart, I just wanted to keep this because sometimes these parking brake levers on almost any car are hard to find, and the solid metal spreader bar also. So I'd thrown those inside when we were pulling that apart. And one of the hood springs in here, I thought we had both of them, but either way, they're probably too rusty to really want to trust anyway. But at least they're there for reference. A couple other things, a roof headliner bow and stuff. So let me get a claw, start clawing this up. It's another hot one today, I'll tell you that. One side's roughly cleaned out. There's still all mud stuck everywhere and stuff. I'm just using like a soft bristle broom. That's all I got at the moment. And once I come out to power wash the underside, I'll power wash the inside. This is what we're looking at for the first side. And this is pretty crazy because this is 4 contractor bags, probably about a quarter of the way filled up with strictly like mud mixed in with glass. And if you look, there's under the back seat. That was layered up in mud. This whole back area here, full of mud. Full of mud all the way up. And that's the hole in the toe board I was talking about. And then there's a couple of holes right here. Where are they? Yeah, so right there and there. But that's far better than I would have imagined. When I was going out to get this car, I thought once I jacked it up, the floor was just going to be the ground. When I jacked it up, that's why I brought ratchet straps to tie the rear end to the front axle and all that jazz. So this is already substantially better than I would have expected. So I'm thrilled at this point. I mean, it still needs a lot of work, don't get me wrong. It's not going to drive it tomorrow, but holy crap, this is pretty phenomenal. So I'm going to start working on the other side, and let's hope that one goes a little smoother than this side. What do you say? Like, when you expect the floors to be missing and they're over 90% there. Look at this root growing up through the seat bolt hole. That's where the seat would have bolted. But that's all paint under there. It's all mud. That's 2 over a quarter full and 1 probably half a quarter, an eighth full, maybe a little more, of straight dirt, like straight up dirt and debris and decay. And we got a hole right there, and then we got this rot here on the edge and a little bit coming over right here. And I got aggressive with the carpet around the gas pedal and it ripped the studs out. But like the toe clicks are all good on this side. And looks like there's some sort of patch over there. Somebody must have done at some point early on its life. That's wild. But yeah, we'll dig into it a little bit more. We'll get a little more cleaned out and then start flushing it out. But I wasn't even expecting this to have a transmission tunnel in it. But this is wild. Unbelievable. You know? Look in there. You know, doorpost and all. That's wild. And one thing my buddy Matt mentioned while I was there, check this out. This thing's a 1970. So is it really 55 years old? 55 years old, 56 years old. Holy crap. Time is flying. But anyway, look at these gaskets on these vent windows. Hopefully it'll pick it up. These things are more supple than anything I've ever seen. Like, these things are nice and supple. They still have the curve to them. Sorry, it's picking up on the sky in the background, not what I want it to pick up on. But yeah, these gaskets are unbelievable. Like, super supple. Not cracking nowhere. Both sides. Unbelievable. All right, let's get to the next pot. Well, after a lot of adjustment and beating and bending and lubing, we have a door that shuts. There you go. She actually latches. Look at that. It doesn't line up half bad either. Not too bad. Just the outside handle isn't working yet. The inside one. There we go. Just gotta lift it just a little bit. A couple of shims on that bottom hinge and that thing will be mint. Okay, let's start with hosing this thing out a little bit. We'll do a little bit live, then I'll go to time lapse. Just check and make sure you guys can see all that. Make sure you guys are living in the moment with me. Trying to get you in enough shade. It's really not picking it up well enough. Oh. There. The umbrella just fell and hit the camera and knocked it out of place. All right. Let's just do it like that. Let's see how that does. definitely come out a lot better if I'm pressure washing, but we're just running the hose for today. Just get the bulk of it off. Alright, that's enough torture with you guys doing it live, actual video, whatever you want to call it. I knew I was going to get poked with that piece of metal. All right, now how many of you, just like myself, saw that thing as deep in the dirt as it was, for as long as it was, and figured there was no flaws at all? Raise your hands. I'm guilty. I can't believe how much is left. There's still patches that need to be done, or replace the floors if you want to make a really nice one and stuff like that, but holy crap, like, if you wanted to just drive this thing, like, you could literally self-tapper a couple of screws in with some seam sealer, throw a carpet in it, and drive it as far as the front floor goes. Pretty much. Pretty much. If you didn't care that it's a 70 Charger and they're worth money. But let's see what it looks like now that it's all rinsed down. I'm blown away. Tell me what you think. Yeah. Yeah, so we get some rot right here on this edge, and that like rot crack, but this is all solid. All under the back seat is perfectly solid, both sides. That back seat floor is solid. That's a piece of glass reflecting near that hole where I have the plug out. So I have the plug out here, and there's a rot hole right there, and then there's the rot up there at the firewall up at the toe kick, and a little on the side over there, but nothing at the bottoms of the wheel wells where they meet the floor or anything, and those have like pocket areas there where ideal for water to sit. I can't believe it. I legit cannot believe it. This is... Huh. All right. Well, that's good. And I wanted to power wash stuff. I just don't have the time in the day. Today I have to get out to walk my dog and stuff like that. But this is a good start, just seeing those floors from the top side. And we'll continue on with the next stage. Oh, and the other thing I noticed in emptying everything out is ask any old timer how you tell how many miles a car has. Look at that brake pedal. there's legit no wear on that brake pedal pad. Ask any old timer. That's how like they gauge a car. And gas pedal also. Nowhere. But ask any old timer, and they'll tell you back in the day, like that's how they knew. Like nowadays, you know, sometimes they're stored in the computer. You can do the Carfax and see when the inspection stickers were done and stuff like that. And the reason why I know to look for that was one of my sketchy old bosses from Quincy. He sold used cars, and one of his things that he always did was, even if the thing had high mileage on the odometer, we never rolled the odometers back or anything crazy like that. But he knew that people looked for the worn pedal because that was a giveaway of city driving, where you brake gas, brake gas, brake gas, because people always liked highway mileage and like it was better on the car and stuff like that. So if he had any used cars for sale, he would order a new brake pad if it had any wear on it. So doing a little trickery, sketchy. But somebody wasn't trying to do that with this one, obviously. So I'm gonna guess this thing really was out there since the 70s, and it's probably a low mileage car. Anybody want a low mileage 383 and 727? It's probably mint. Ignore the fact that it won't turn over. Yeah, but anyway, this is the end of this video. I appreciate you guys stopping in and checking up on the Charger project again, and we'll see the next step. Next step might be a little more cleanup, and then probably pulling the exhaust manifolds, looking in the exhaust ports to see if they're incredibly nasty like the last 70 Charger I found. And if not, pull the plugs, pour a bunch of PB Blaster or something like that down there, and just see if we can get the motor crack free. It'd be interesting to fire this thing off if we could. But anyway, thanks again for stopping in. Click that like button, subscribe. I appreciate all you guys, and feel free to share some of this. Help the channel grow.